good hunt now. I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
It's not that bad here until you lit the fucking house on fire. That was a really not intimidating laugh. It's really terrible texture.
Dear, what was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
Time for more or less a throwaway attempt. Dodge happy motherfucker. I guess I could heal. Make some real attempts. Other than just eyeballing his attacks. Yeah, that was a good combo. Hold on. There we go. Nice shot, jackass. Well, this isn't very hard so far. I imagine you just got a phase or two after this. Alright. There's one. I don't know what he's doing. Just gonna back up. Alright. No. What? Hey, lady. Or whatever you are. You're a lady to me. I think you're beautiful. Oh yeah, you're definitely a lady. Oh, girl. Huh? What was that? What are you doing? Knock it off. What the fuck? I must have missed the part where I lost 90% of my health. Because that only showed like 5% damage. Where did I lose all that health? Is that what that big scream did? It just didn't do any animation off of me, so I didn't notice. From the scream attack, or... Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not see my health go down because I didn't bleed like every other attack does. Okay, give me a moment here, sir. Oh, okay. I see. It leaves me at 1 health. Wow. I guess I beat the game.
Are you cold?
Yeah, that was the last 2 bosses. I would have I one-shot Germain, and then I would have one-shot that
Hunter.
enemy there if I had noticed the scream had brought me to 1 health. Yay! What the fuck? That was insanely anticlimactic. I think the last boss, both forms of it, were like the easiest bosses in the game. Or maybe it's just that I'm coming off of the previous 2 bosses. But what the fuck? I expected at least like 2 attempts on Germain. I turned my scouting attempt into the kill. Dude, everything on the internet's like hardest bosses in the game. Germain, fucking, I guess everyone says Orphan of on. I can't remember what the fuck it is. Orphan of Kos is the hardest, but everybody else is like Germain's number 2. No way. I would have one-shot the Moon Presence if I had not gotten screamed to death and not noticed. It was kind of weird, like, everything else in the game, like, when you take lots of damage, blood sprays off you. That had no animation aside from just him screaming. Which everything I've been fighting is screaming constantly, so I didn't think anything of it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, this game without the DLC is easy as fuck. My dog's freaking out. Well, see, here's what I said earlier. I think this game was easier than Dark Souls 2, except Orphan of Kos, who was harder than everything in Dark Souls 2. Orphan of Kos was a huge dick. But he also wasn't really hard in the sense that I was executing poorly. It's just kind of bad luck with getting comboed to death. Just whichever attack pattern and whichever hitbox and whichever weird clipping decides to happen happens. So not only was the finale very lackluster and anticlimactic, this is the music that they're pumping me up after the fact with. I'm glad that's over with. There was a lot in that game that just, like, I don't know. I felt like Dark Souls was like fight, recover, fight, recover. Like, if you make little mistakes, you can recover if you play smart. In this game, your mistakes are often very hard to recover from because the damage is so disproportionately massive compared to your health pool. Which just creates this artificial type of difficult. And then they paired it up with the fact that your health potions are finite and don't respawn at your fire like they do in Dark Souls. And overall it just led to kind of a monotonous, grindy sort of game. That being said, I think it has far stronger atmosphere and visual direction than the Dark Souls series. And it's a real shame they didn't just make this game Dark Souls with cooler looking shit. Like, it's close to Dark Souls, but they made choices that deviated so hard from what make Dark Souls more fair that it wasn't as good. And I think people who think it is as good are PS4 fanboys. Because this is their gem right here. Until yesterday, when Uncharted came out. I'm actually not sure if I liked this game more or less than Dark Souls 2. It's really hard to say, because I think this game was way more interesting, but it was not nearly as fun. And I got bored in a lot of places in Dark Souls 2, but this game I got bored in a ton of places. I don't know. I didn't get bored in a lot of places in Dark Souls, just some really, really notable areas.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere
I like to think he's just talking to this squid right now. He's putting the squid under. Oh yeah, that too. You pretty much have a weapon preference, and everybody uses the same build. Frankly, a lot of people's weapon preference is probably, Ludwig's. So is this just starting over? Like, is that really what's happening here? Yeah? So what? This is just straight up throwing me directly into New Game Plus? I don't want to do that.